Namaste, my name is Dio and welcome to my channel. So today let's talk about how you can find your perfect guru. Okay, there's a saying that you don't find a guru but a guru finds you. But I think both of you need to be ready. When you're ready for it, the guru is going to find you. Otherwise, the guru is going to keep looking for a disciple and there is no disciple. Okay, so as long as both of you are ready, that's how the guru finds you and you find a guru. And I'll tell you a true story on this. But before that, let's understand what the word guru means. Now, gu means darkness and ru means your spirit. Now, darkness doesn't mean that dark space that's holding everything together, this entire space. No, it doesn't mean that. It means your ignorance. Okay, so anyone who takes you out of your ignorance, takes you out of your darkness, is your guru. Okay, now I want you to imagine what your perfect guru should look like. Your perfect guru should probably be wearing. Your perfect guru, what does your perfect guru sound like or look like? Okay, I want you to imagine that and hold that thought till I tell you that quick true story of how a union between a disciple and a guru happened. Okay, so there was this boy, there's this guy who was going through a lot of career problems. Okay, he was on his path. His path was related with his career. Everyone's got their different paths, some with their relationships, some with their health. So this guy was with his career path. Okay, and he's going through a lot of delays and everyone around him would keep telling him that, you need to move on, you need to do something else and you're stuck over here. But this guy was okay with being stuck because he knew something or the other is going to work out in the near future. He was passionate about it and he was ready to go through all the suffering he was going through. Okay, but people around him made things a lot difficult for him, which was throwing him off track. So he needed some kind of an answer that, what do I do? So once this guy was in the middle of the road and there was heavy traffic. Okay, in the middle of the road, heavy traffic's moving slow to almost coming to a stop, to almost creating a jam. But this guy wanted to know what's going on, so he got down from his car and he walked further ahead to see what's the chaos. And he saw a guru sitting in the middle of the road having his lunch. And this is true. This guru was sitting on the middle of the road having his lunch with people honking at him, people shouting at him, people telling him to move away. But then slowly people would move away. Giving up on this guru was least bothered. He would not even look at them. He would just be busy eating his food. So this guy went and he spoke to the guru. He went there and the guru told him that, this is my path. I'm not going to move from here. Let them do what they need to do. They're going to come here. They're going to honk. They're going to abuse me. They're going to tell me to move away from here and eventually give up and move on. Because I'm not their concern. They have their own concern. They're all failing in their own path. They found an excuse to take out their frustrations on me. I'm here on my path. I'm happy to be here. I'm taking a break. I'm going to eat my lunch and I'll get up from here when I need to get up from here. And this is how this guru taught this boy how he needs to be with people who are telling him to shove off from where he is, to move on from his path. Okay, so this is how a union happens. And this guru is a world famous guru. Okay, every country, every individual in his country knows this guru's name. He's so famous, but this guru was sitting on the middle of the road. So before I tell you the name of this guru, now you tell me, what have you imagined? What your perfect guru should look like? And I'm sure 90% of you have imagined your guru to be a human being in a man's form. Okay, with a long beard, long hair, probably wearing a jhola or a gown or something or the other what the sadhus wear. The other 10% must have imagined it as a woman. So 90% of you saw your guru as a man and the 10% of you are seeing as a woman. Now, aren't you putting limitations to that? Okay, and I'll tell you how. So the world famous guru that was sitting in the middle of the road, that every individual in their country knows this guru was a cow. Yeah, a cow. Sitting in the middle of the road, not bothered about people coming and honking at him, telling him to move, shoving him off from there, dogs barking at him. He was just there sitting, chewing onto his food, enjoying it, not worried, and people would just move on. So this is how this boy got to know that, okay, this is what I need to be. He had no limitations on what his guru needs to look like, what his guru needs to sound like. Does he need to be in a human form with long hair and a beard? No, spirituality is beyond robes and beards, right? Now if knowledge is endless, there's no limit to knowledge, okay, there's endless amount of knowledge. Why put a limitation to the source of knowledge? Every time you say guru, you imagine a man. You imagine a sadhu, you imagine a guruji who's got long hair, he's wearing a turban, he's got long beard, he's wearing a jhola. You're putting restrictions to the way, the source of how knowledge needs to come to you. Why would anyone do that? Okay, we as humans, before taking a human form, according to the Hindu culture, the yogic culture, we've taken 8.4 million lifestyles before. There are 8.4 million life forms that we've lived, okay, all those life forms, and now we've become a human, which include plants, animals, birds, fishes, insects, reptiles, every life form. We've crossed all those life forms to come form this human being, okay. So now we've lived that life of a cow. To understand what the cow is trying to tell us, we can understand the characteristics of that cow. So if you're in the, say, animal kingdom, the animal kingdom also has a guru. The reptile kingdom also has a guru. So sometime in your life where you're looking for an answer, and say a bird pops up suddenly, which is an unusual bird, that bird is trying to tell you something. Don't dismiss it as, oh, so beautiful. It's come there for a reason, and you will understand that reason. If you don't understand that reason, you can Google it. Okay, what does a white dove mean? It'll have some characteristic that is telling you, okay, this is what you need to be like now, this is what you need to change, or this is how things are going wrong, and this is how things can become right. Similarly, a cockroach might come. Now cockroach, in the cockroach kingdom, the cockroach have their own guru. So probably that's that guru that's come to tell you, you've lived that form before. Okay, a snake can come. Probably a snake has a guru in their kingdom. Okay, now that guru has come to tell you what needs to be done. But you're just getting scared. You're showing off the lizards from there. You're showing off animals. You're dismissing them. You're just calling them beautiful or calling them dirty and getting scared and running away from them and all that. It's okay. I'm not telling you to go make friends with them, go touch them and pet them and feed them. No, but they're coming to you for a reason. So that cow sitting in the middle of the road was there for a reason, to tell this guy how he needs to be unfazed by what people are telling you. And that so really worked for him. He didn't need to go to an ashram to look for a Guruji telling him that, okay, beta, आप प्राणायाम करो, ये करो, and do your Kapal Bharti and breathe in and breathe out and do your yoga. No, it was just so simple. He got his answer for it. Okay, so when knowledge is limitless, why put a limit to the source of how the knowledge is supposed to come to us? Once you're open, just be open for everything, and your answers will just start popping in. There will be probably a line of ants that will teach you something. Okay, if it is unusual, just Google it, find out what does this mean, and you'll get your answer from there. Okay, so this is how you can find your guru anywhere, your perfect guru. Okay, so if you like this video, please give it a like, share this video, share this knowledge with people, help people out, and till I see you again, have a good life. Namaste.